Is this? Yes, we are live here at the Film Room, coming down to you live town of Southtown 101 Pub Sports Radio Studios. It is a beautiful Thursday night here in San Antonio, Texas. As you can see, it's the dynamic duo once again. Yes, Jay Steele and me. And of course, we always got the lovely producer Josie behind there, always helping us out. Yes, dude, it's a beautiful Thursday. We've been getting a lot of new movies. Been saying that they're gonna be coming. Hopefully, we'll be able to see them in theaters. But yeah,
with all the Comic Cons and DC bubble hubs and everything's starting to drop. So we're getting a lot of news.
Which is great for this show, especially when it comes to the cinema side of the show, because we've been always giving you the sports and everything like that. But breaking news today, we all know when we all saw John Wick 3 and how it ended, okay, there was going to be a part 4. And of course, I've been saying on this show that he says he wants to keep shooting them as many as he wants until he gets tired of it. So now we're getting a 4 and 5 back to back, like shooting Lord of the Rings style.
Yeah, and that was confirmed today. I mean, we all, like you said, we all knew there was going to be 4, but I mean, what better news to get than they're going 4 and 5 shot at the same time. So I like when they do that, because you don't have to wait a year and a half, 2 years. You get a couple months and you got the next chapter.
Like, it's pretty much like Avatars that we're going to be getting very soon. Like, they're all shooting right now, like 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Avatar. So, but yeah, like I'm super excited about this and everything like that. And of course, Keanu is Keanu. But getting number 5, like, already confirmed, like the script is pretty much being written as we speak for number 5. We know 4 is already done, and just seeing where they're gonna go with this when Keanu takes down the table. Pretty much 4 is gonna be, I think, he's gonna take down the table straight up. So and I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back Fishburne. He's coming back. Ian McCain's probably gonna come back as well. So I'm just gonna see where it goes with this, dude. So I'm super stoked about that for John Wick. And continuing on the movies I've been saying are gonna be coming out. Did you ever watch Knight Rider?
A little bit. It wasn't my thing, but I mean,
it wasn't my thing either. But everybody knows about Knight Rider and Kit and stuff. So, but that's what I was asking, because the only time when I would see it is like basically flipping through channels and there was nothing on.
Yeah, and it was old reruns. That show. Yeah.
So, and plus the only reason why I watch it too sometimes too is because Mr. Fee from Boy Meets World is Kit.
Yeah,
is the voice of Kit. So that's another reason. But yes, a Knight Rider movie is coming to the. Do you know who that director is? Yes. Just take a. He's okay. I'll give you some clues. Let's see the clues. Let's see some clues. Some clues. huge. Like Ralph looked like a damn turtle Rowdy on steroids, and Mikey. I mean, yeah, Mikey's the youngest one, but he looked like a circled fat turtle.
Yeah,
like,
it was just a little weird.
It didn't go. It didn't go. But if Seth Rogen said he's gonna do this right, he's gonna make the fans proud of the Ninja Turtles, and we'll just see where it goes. I just wish it was just live action, and with, I mean, the Muppets, the Muppeteering works. If you haven't seen the Dark Crystal on Netflix, the newer version of the Dark Crystal, it works. Because there's, in that movie, they use the actual old school puppeteering, so it works. So I'm just hoping that he does the justice.
It'll definitely be interesting to see what happens. I think there's going to be a lot of CGI when it comes to these puppets. Like you said, there might be like a child that plays the Pinocchio. Like I thought, like originally, I was like, that's obviously going to be like a doll that they make, and then they're just going to use CGI to make that shit look even more real.
Yeah, they're just going to CGI as much as they can.
I mean, of course, he's going to turn into a real boy.
Background. Yeah,
you know, eventually.
But my whole thing with the Ninja Turtles, you have to go live action.
You just got to. I mean, even with when you do Pinocchio, you can still do him. You don't have to put him in animation. Yeah, the kid's gonna be in a makeup chair for what, 6 to 8 hours, but who knows? It can work and pull off, or just give some time of that little practical effect, that just a little touch up, like how they do with Nebula.
Yeah, just throw the green screen on the arms and legs and on the face, and
just paint him green.
It's not a mustache.
Just paint them all green, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, you can do that, but that's just a lot of hours in the makeup chair.
If Nebula could do it, then whatever child can do it, I'm sure, you know.
Yeah, Gamora can do it too, but childs are antsy. But yeah, I mean, I think, of course, when it comes to Tom Hanks, he's gonna be Geppetto. That's already set in stone. That shouldn't be like no lead for late breaking news at all. That should just be like, oh, he's already set in because of the director.
Yeah,
and so whatever. But let's go to back to the MCU, and got some, should I say, I think it's pretty good news. It's great news when it comes to Captain Marvel 2. They finally got their director, and she's a badass. And when I say she gonna see her movie soon. It's not coming in theaters. Her movie is not coming in theaters. The studio have already said it. Her movie is the new Candyman. It's coming on to VOD September 12th. So that's another one that's not making it into theaters. Bill and Ted said they're still going to try to do the theater and video, but I think everything is going to, as of right now, it's going to go straight to video. But
yeah, I think once Bill and Ted hits video on demand, and I think once Mulan, like we said earlier, is going to hit video on demand, but for Disney Plus, and other studios start seeing the success of it, everything's going to start dropping.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, especially if Black Widow, dude, gets on there.
Yeah.
And okay, hypothetically, like how we were talking about the pricing, would you pay for it or whatever? Now, if the price wasn't $29.99 for Black Widow, to say like up to $10 or $20, would you still pay for it?
$40?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying they would do it.
That $30 to $40 range is like getting close to a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, almost. Yeah.
But I think if you stick it to like the price, like of just 2 tickets, $15 each, $30, I think it makes more sense. I mean, because you're actually saving like these families, like these big families,
a lot of money. A lot of money.
How much would it cost you? You know, you, Amanda, all your kids going to the movies to see Mulan. I mean, that's like a
shit. Even with the discount that I get at the theaters, that's still fucking ticket prices alone. That's still well over $40
yeah,
in tickets. $45, dude. Yeah, and then plus getting the kids. Yeah.
So I mean, it works out, but I mean, I just think they can't be that greedy and just take the
I think I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, if it did happen, which it wouldn't, because if Mulan's $29.99 And they know they're gonna get their money when Black Widow hits Disney Plus, because it's already been said that Disney Plus is 5 years ahead of schedule when it comes to subscribers.
Yeah, so they're making their money already. And then imagine how many new subscribers that they would get, saying that just dropping Mulan, people who kind of been on the fence about getting another streaming service. And then they're like, oh, well, now we can see this Disney movie live action, and hey, maybe more stuff is going to come. So why don't we just, do it,
stuff is coming.
Jump on the Disney Plus, since we're not getting that movie experience. And obviously they're trying to bring it to us.
Yeah. Like how Jay still said, stuff's coming. Side note, breaking news on Mandalorian is still going to come this year, but the date got pushed back. Instead of August, it's actually coming out in October. So there you go. Breaking news for you there on the Mandalorian. And that's another reason why a lot of people subscribe to Disney Plus, is because of the Mandalorian and just what it did and what it's done, because that was the only original series on Disney Plus. And that was the only pretty much reason why I got it in the first place, is just to watch it. And I'm still watching it. I'm still watching it. And I like Disney Plus, and I'm going to get Mulan. I know I'm going to get Mulan. I want to see it. Amanda's still on the fence because there's no songs in it. She's what?
She's going to love it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm on the fence about Mulan too, just because, like Josie's point, like I really don't care for Mulan. But if my daughter wants to see it, and I'll buy it. I'll get it. If she's like really wants to see it, and I'll get it for us.
Like I said again, it's kind of like it's my childhood where I saw the movie and I want to see what they did with it, because I know the characters, I know who she is, and the storyline and whatnot. I want to see what they tweaked, because this is not a shot for shot like you saw in Lion King and Aladdin. It's not gonna be, because there's no music in it. There's nothing involved. So
and it looks pretty epic.
It does. It looks like a badass fucking war movie.
Yeah,
and having
fight scenes and
dude. That's the reason I'm stoked about it. I'm just like how they're doing this and how they're showing it. Even with the trailer, I got hyped up about it. I mean, you got a lot of good actors in it. Especially when Jet Li's in there. I'm down to watch anything that he's in. So I'm going to get it. What about you guys right now that are watching at this time? Are you thinking about purchasing Mulan or purchasing Disney Plus just to watch Mulan? But for those people who do have Disney Plus, let us know right now if you are watching. Are you going to buy Mulan? And if so, you do buy it. Just letting you know right now, we've already been saying this because of the way the pandemic's been going.
We were already saying that earlier. I know we had some technical difficulties, but we brought up that good point. You can invite people over, have a watch party.
Yep, party it up.
Yeah, and then
watch party it up. Yeah, it's of course it's gonna be family and stuff, but if you want, you can even post it up on Facebook where other people are watching too. Yeah. Yeah. You're just saying. So let's see. We got some comments here. Umbrella Academy. Yes. You ever seen Umbrella Academy yet?
I haven't started the second season.
Dude. And I haven't started the second season either, but
the only reason I haven't started is just because I know once I start the first episode, I'm gonna freaking binge it. And I've just been really like not into TV. Like,
because you're just that's what you've been doing this whole time since you've been in the pandemic. So you want to see it
when I'm watching something, like I just put something on, so it's like in the background while I'm like cleaning or doing something. And then, like, I put something on when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. But I'm waiting for me to be like, man, I really want to freaking pay attention and watch this show. And I know Umbrella Academy, the season 1 is, like, amazing. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
It's dope.
Season 2 just dropped, I think, this past Monday. It
competes with The Boys.
And I already know, like, once I click play, I'm going to be up till 5 o'clock in the morning and watching it. So I'm just preparing for.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me just roll over
down the hall.
Yeah, logged in.
But I'm waiting for the day where I'm like, all right, let's do this.
just let's go. Yeah. Been back. I saw the show Showbiz Kids.
3 weeks that looks like a catcher's mitt. That's what I think.
Do coffee cake.
I think so.
Where's that line from? You know how to do coffee cake?
I don't. I need to watch. It was quality, but I was in and out. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I was trying to get into it more than I was, but I was in and out too. But I think it was still a good documentary. I mean, it's kind of from the FBI perspective. Yeah, they were tapping everybody.
It's pretty rare you get to hear like actual like guys like talking to someone else and like, yeah, if you don't give me my fucking money, I'm gonna break your fucking legs. I'm gonna break every bone in your body. You better give me my fucking money.
And he sounds like a real gangster, dude. Ciao, man.
And guess what? These people all real gangsters.
He's from the East Coast, y'all. Better watch it.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm about to break this damn computer that keeps just freezing on me. I can't. After this show, I'm gonna give this computer a lovely update, and this is hopefully not gonna keep happening because this is great.
It's great. This is technical difficulties.
Yeah, there we go.
It's all good. It's all. Stuff. So what are we gonna be getting? Are you gonna tune into DC fandom just to pretty much watch what the Suicide Squad is gonna be? I mean, I might do that.
Yeah, and he's one of the guys that says, like, he came out and he said, like, this is 100% his movie. He had full control over anything. The studio gave him the green light, whatever he wanted to do. So he from what I got from what he said is pretty much, this is everything I wanted to do with Guardians, but was limited because of Disney. But now I have, like,
of course, Warner Brothers is Warner Brothers, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. But yeah, I'm glad that, like, I think that's the only reason why he actually took on the project, is because just you give me freedom, creative control, and final cut, and we'll be no problems. So yeah, props to him on that of actually getting all that done. But yeah, I'm finally so excited, especially when it comes to something at DC that I'm excited for. And if Amanda Rogan was here, she would probably say the exact same thing, that she is excited for this movie because of James Gunn. And
that cast is stacked. I mean, that's another one of those stacked casts. amazing director. So
you got a lot of people that are like how he said with the cast, of course Margot's coming back, Courtney's coming back as Captain Boomerang, but the new additions,
John Cena, Idris
Elba, who else? What's his name? Davidson from SNL is even in this movie.
Pete Davidson. When you said John Cena just now, I thought you were joking, and I was like, "Oh, right, he's an actor now."
No, yeah, he's in this movie.
I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dog? He's not in what?"
Yeah, he's in Suicide
Squad. He's in Suicide Squad.
Keep getting your money, John.
Keep getting it, John. Just keep doing it. Yeah, I mean, he's up. He's been up for like a lot of good side roles, trying to do that Rock and Dave Bautista thing.
Yeah, well, he's in Fast and the Furious. He's in this movie, Suicide Squad.
I mean, honestly, John Cena probably has enough money to buy the XFL.
Nice.
15 million?
Yeah.
John Cena's got that in his bank account. Let's not pretend he doesn't.
Now, what do you think is going to happen with the XFL now, since The Rock has bought it?
I don't know, man.
Who knows? It's the same. That's literally the same.
Is it going to go bankrupt again?
I don't know.
What's his character's name in Baller?
Strathmore. Spencer.
Strathmore.
Yeah. So, and this was literally like a plot point in the movie, whatever the fuck, Ballers. He literally bought a team, and now he's bought a league in this. Is The Rock just living out his Ballers fantasies?
I think
more than likely.
I think it's just content for the show. It's not.
Probably. I mean, Ballers is done. They only did 3-4 seasons of that, and it's over. All because of his PED use, supposedly, that the studio caught him doing. That was the only reason why, because he was literally taking PEDs.
Shocking. So The Rock taking PEDs.
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
Really?
No, that's hard work, guys. That's hard work.
Tough.
Come on.
That's why he's always bringing his own gym.
Yeah.
That's why he's
everywhere.
Everywhere.
But okay. Now it wasn't just him, it was some investors too.
It's not all of
not all of his cash, but I'm pretty sure he's majority owner or whatever.
At least he's the face.
But for $15 million,
that's a bargain.
That's cheap.
That's cheap. That's something.
So I can only imagine what they're gonna do with it. I mean, it's the XFL.
And he has success with those Titan games. But it's not football. I'm just saying. Yeah. But he has success with,
That's different. I mean, that's a show.
Well, maybe he's trying to turn the XFL into a show.
I mean, yeah, the XFL is a show, really. I mean, if you think about it.
Or maybe he's trying to make his own Hard Knocks.
What do you think? He just adds more to it, makes it more entertaining, like on the
on
the showbiz side, like
I guess
like you follow them all week up into the game. Like, I mean, I don't know, like. Was like Ultimate Fighter, you get to see them live in one house,
right? Pick to live in a house.
I just don't see how they can do anything different to make it work than what's already been tried. Like it's failed twice already.
I don't think he'll do anything different, and just because it didn't really fail this last time,
it was because
coronavirus
happened.
It didn't really take off.
It was okay.
I mean, it wasn't like
it always has that first couple weeks hype.
Yeah,
because it's football in the spring. We want football all year round.
Justin, now we get another couple weeks of opening day hype with it coming back now.
I mean, it's just like how the AAF was here, the Alliance League was here, and
now we have the AAL, the next hot league.
So there you go. So, we just want football somehow.
The Rock is gonna buy up all the arena leagues and then mesh the arena leagues with the XFL, and he's gonna make the XFL but in the arena league. There you go.
I think he just knows he can. I mean, like I said, it wasn't all him. It wasn't his full 15 million, but I know whatever he dropped on it, he probably doesn't care. It's probably throwaway money for him.
Now it is, yeah. Because he has his own production.
He'll just make Skyscraper 2 and make all his money back.
San Andreas 2, which is happening.
2. Patrick Mahomes could buy the XFL 6 times over. Are you kidding me? Why is Patrick? He's
an owner.
Patrick Mahomes,
the youngest owner,
and just been like, you know what, 15 million. Here you go. This is like half of my sign. Not even. This is a quarter of my signing.
He probably didn't do it because people were like, "Hey, you don't want to buy a dying organization." But for some reason, The Rock did.
The Royals have won a World Series now.
No, but I mean, with the XFL, that's why. I mean, 'cause buying the Royals compared to buying the XFL,
or should I say partnership?
Yeah, partnership. He's a
right. Did he buy? It was a partnership, or did he? He's
a part of the ownership
owner.
group.
He's one of the owners.
He's one of the owners.
Kind of like the Packers, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
But he actually put in significant money allegedly. So
enough for it to make news.
Yeah,
because now he's like the face. Like, I mean, when you talk about the owners of the Royals, he
is the face.
What guy?
Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
Like, it's
Patrick
like
Mahomes
how,
team.
You know, the youngest owner ever. That guy.
It's kind of like how Jay-Z was the owner of the Nets for a while.
Yeah,
he just put in like a couple cents, and eventually he was like, "Yeah, I'm an owner."
Yeah, and then of course he sold him.
Michael Jordan and the
Charlotte Bobcats.
I mean,
they're still now the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. It's just that fuck. Especially when he got that big ass contract, man.
And that's another check to collect. I mean, you know, now you're part owner. You can sit back
I'll just write my name on it as long as you give me wins.
He still collects his baseball check. He made it. He gets a football check and a baseball check.
Diversifying your portfolio.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So sticking with football, actually. Do you think now that the Big 12 has opted pretty much let's say not preseason, but yeah, you call it, I guess, a preseason before they go into their Big 12, who should Oklahoma State play, Josie? If you had your option to go choose,
just any small, like, out of conference school near Oklahoma, Texas area.
Yeah.
I would choose UTSA
again.
Yeah, I would choose UTSA. It would be fun.
It's a good warm-up game for them.
Yeah, they've done it before.
What do they call it in the longest yard?
Tune-up game.
A tune-up game.
Game.
Yeah, exactly. UTSA lost a preseason game or their first game of the season because the big bad LSU is too much of cowards to play them now.
They don't want to fork out that $1 million that they're supposed to go to UTSA.
The SEC is shaking in their boots because they don't want to play big bad UTSA. They barred it.
It's the Texas dude. It's Texas football, bro.
Exactly. So Oklahoma State can come and show UTSA what's up.
Well, you got to take my pick. Thanks. So I got to change mine. I would love to see A&M and UT, but that ain't gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, A&M's too much of cowards.
So I was gonna say UTSA, but since you took UTSA, I'll take UTEP.
I'm all right.
Like,
I'm all set there. I don't
or
need
Tulsa.
I don't need. Yeah, Tulsa's probably the pick. Actually, Tulsa's not actually bad.
So no, Tulsa's fucking pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, well, UTSA needs to find.
So we'll go both American. You go Conference USA. I go American Conference.
If we're being realistic, UTSA needs to fill that first game, and they should play McNeese State, home of now disgraced coach Frank Wilson. That is what should happen,
dude. That would be something.
I would be the first one there, and I would hold up the article that I wrote with the headline "Fire Frank Wilson." I was like, Frank, you remember me, Frank? Remember me? Yeah, I take only like 30% credit that Frank Wilson's gone from the UTSA football program.
I was surprised when they hired him in the first place. I mean, he was a running backs coach at LSU. Granted, he was the recruiter. You know, he would go to the homes. I mean, that's probably the reason why they hired him. But
let me tell you, Andrew, being a recruiter is nice and all until you suddenly cannot bring recruits to your program.
Yeah,
that is what happens.
Yeah,
it sucks. So shout out to Frank Wilson.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, you can't bring in that. You got to go find something else to do. And
now we have Jeff Traylor,
another Arkansas, or should I say SEC coach from Arkansas,
former running back coach.
Mm-hmm. No, like, I mean, like when they got what was his name? Who started the program for when he was
Coker?
Yes, when they got Croker. Yeah, I mean, upstart of the program and all that stuff. I mean, but like, how can you sign a living legend like that who has a national championship underneath his belt and who's been to the national championship like twice or 3 times in his career, and bringing back Miami from nowhere to where they were back in the early 2000s?
He literally created the greatest college football team of all time.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
One of.
Man, we can pull up the draft stats if we need to.
Oh my God! Here we go.
We can pull them
because
up.
of all the number one picks, because of Shockey, because of
these guys are pretty good.
Dorsey, who
Fuck
didn't
me.
do shit in the NFL.
Fuck, shit, guys. Sorry. Number one picks, whatever. We can talk about 2001 Miami. They should have won back-to-back national championships, but Ohio State, got to pay those.
Maurice Claret, freshman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Yeah, fuck. He was
good 30 for 30.
That was a joke, dude. He was a joke, man. Like, wow. Like, you had all that talent in the world, and then,
yeah. Hey, well,
just came and went.
Hey, just remember that Miami Hurricanes team. Ever heard of him? Andre Johnson. Is he good? Ed Reed. Is he good? Jeremy Shockey.
That's what I just.
Are these guys good?
Jonathan Vilma.
Clinton Portis.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Kellen Winslow. Willis McGahee.
So
and
okay,
Frank Gore?
how about this? Who would? Okay, you want to go then?
Okay, Josie, you win.
Let's go. 2005 UT versus that type of Miami. No, I'm serious. Unplug your mic. Go ahead.
Please do.
They were voted the greatest game of all time, dude, with USC.
You guys barely beat USC.
I know. That was it. Like
the Texas team had one player, Vince Young. That's it. Who else is notable on that team?
Really? Oh, they almost had the exact same first rounders as almost Miami that year in 2001.
Yeah, but did they have Hall of Famers like Vince Wilfork, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Jonathan Vilma, one of the best tight ends?
Not yet.
Shockey.
Not yet.
I mean, literally the only
I can admit that Vince Young was a bust.
They barely.
But we went to the wrong team.
I mean, Ken Dorsey was Miami's quarterback then. Vince Young's better than him, but overall, the Miami Hurricanes would still just roll that team. The defense is just.
I think it'd be a defensive game probably all the way for me. And trying to stop Vince Young and just trying to stop Vince Young. I don't know.
Vince Wilfork it's just in the middle.
It's just one of those games. There's one of those what ifs, which we will never get to see.
Yeah, you can keep saying it, but I can say firmly that team would just get run out of the building. Like I said, one player on that team.
I think so.
Vince Young, that was it.
That's it.
He carried that team.
Yeah, exactly.
Carried that team so hard he had nothing left when he got it.
And that's why he didn't win the Heisman, right? Because he carried the team. He was the most valuable player in college football, but he didn't win the Heisman.
He was not Reggie Bush. That's accurate.
Yeah.
No, because Reggie Bush was more highlights. That's why he won the fucking Heisman. But we had the last word of saying we won the national championship.
Yeah, Reggie Bush, the better overall player too.
He was a fucking bust in the NFL as well.
Not as much as Vince.
Not even close to Vince.
He got lucky with the Super Bowl with the Saints.
Lucky. He was one of the best players on that team on offense.
Dude.
Him and Pierre Thomas.
You can't forget McAllister, bro.
Yeah, Deuce.
Can't forget Deuce.
Yeah, that's a great running back core.
I'm just saying, if that ever happened, which we will never get to see, I would pick UT over Miami.
Of course. I mean, look at your hat right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't. I can always play the devil advocate too. It doesn't matter.
Not with the University of Texas. Unfortunately, not with the University of Texas. There's no objective look here with you in Texas.
Really? Seriously?
Yes.
Let's hear some.
The Miami
I picked them
when
they played against LSU. I picked them to lose.
Oh, that's bold of you. They did lose. I mean, the LSU is clearly the better team, and they won the national championship.
Yeah. But
that's
still,
not
I can say when we're bad, we suck, whatever, and all that stuff. And I can also go for my team and all that as well. I can trust me, dude. I can play both sides of the fence.
But you cannot recognize that the 2001 Miami team that is recognized as the greatest college football team of all time would roll.
It's number one. It's pretty much number one versus, what were they, 5?
Yeah, sure. I'll take my odds there. They didn't even make the college football playoffs if that's what we're going to do. Yeah,
no, I'm talking about when you're talking about with the ESPN list, right?
I'm just speaking in general. I mean, if they're 5 in this scenario, they don't make the college football playoff.
Yeah, that's a big gap from 1 to 5.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the greatest,
well, there we go. I'm glad we settled that.
The separation from 1 to 5 of greatest is.
I mean, if let's keep it 100. I mean, the LSU
and
team
who did they play?
The LSU team this LSU team this year is so much better than that UT team.
Wait, you're talking about without Joe Burrow or with Joe Burrow?
With Joe, the one that just won the national championship. That team would roll the UT team that we're talking about.
What, 05 UT?
Yeah.
No.
For sure.
No.
I think it would be a better game than the U versus UT.
I agree that. Yes, that is accurate. I'll take Joe Burrow and the boys over Vince Young, and that's it. Just Vince Young. that is just it.
Dude, we had Michael Huff, we had Aaron Ross, we've had freaking both Griffin brothers, we freaking had Blaylock on the line. Dude, we were stacked. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you could barely beat a good USC team, a really good USC team.
Who were what? Two-time national championships back to back?
Yeah, they were good.
Nobody could have beat them
except for Vince Young.
They were considered at one point one of the greatest college teams of all time.
Literally, no one could beat the 2001 Miami Hurricanes.
They didn't play anybody into the national championship game. Not even with that.
That's not their fault.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's just how bad the SEC was.
Hey, the ACC is great.
I mean, the ACC.
The ACC is great. They just recruited better than everyone, and they just happened to find like 4 or 5 Hall of Famers. What of it?
All from Florida.
Yeah. Literally,
they were all from Florida.
The 3 running backs on that Miami team could start over any UT running back.
Well, yeah, because it was James, McGahee,
Clinton
Portis.
Yep, dominate over any. There, honestly, I mean, those 3 running backs could be contending for best UT running backs of all time. I mean, the top 5. Better than Jamal Charles.
I just know you does not just say that.
Who else?
UT is the only school in the entire country that has 3 Doak Walker Award winners.
Cool.
No other squad can I say that. No other school can't say that.
They're still,
and one of them is not Jamal Charles.
They're still not running back you.
Who's running back you?
I would go Miami over them for sure. Oklahoma is just as good as Texas, to be honest, too. It's really unfortunate.
Can you name me one Miami Hurricane Heisman winner from running back?
I don't think there are any.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that's all seasonable.
But yeah,
that's all seasonable.
Yeah.
It just depends on the season. You could get lucky and find a run into, I don't know, a Jameis Winston, who national title winner and all that good stuff, and a better quarterback. Quarterbacks always win the award.
So it was a fluke when Ricky Williams won. It was no one said fluke. It was a. Yeah. I'm asking you a question.
You are saying fluke here.
So what would you call that?
It was a good season.
Yeah, great season. Yeah.
Well, because he's an all-time rushing leader of all times in the NCAA.
Yeah, football is played differently now. We don't want to run the ball anymore.
No, it's all passing now.
Yeah,
except for Tennessee.
Well, they suck. So that's
why
Tennessee. Hey. I'm talking about the Titans here, but Derrick Henry, dude, I'm just saying you got to stop the run, and nobody stopped him last year. Are they going to do it this year?
Yes, they will.
So they're going to stack the box and then just.
I just Googled running back U, and there's listed at 10 schools. You want to guess where the University of Texas is ranked?
They're probably not even ranked.
They're ranked. I promise you, they're ranked.
From what's the
1 to 10?
No, what's the from what, like ESPN? What?
This is from 24/7 Sports.
Okay, from 24/7 Sports. I would say 7.
They are in fact 7. Wow, that was actually pretty impressive. They are 7th.
I know 24/7 Sports.
You want to guess who's in front of them?
Miami,
of course. They are a 5th.
All because of their Hall of Famers? Is that why?
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James. I mean,
who's one?
What do you want me to say? One is
that's got to be. I want to. Okay, one. Let's guess.
I mean,
I would say Ohio State.
No, Ohio State. Not on this list.
Wow.
Surprisingly enough,
even with Archie,
probably should be on this list, but.
Alabama.
Alabama is number 1. They have
Henry, Ingram.
They have their 3 best running backs is Ingram, Sean Alexander, and Derrick Henry. Trent Richardson also very good, just sucks in the pros, unfortunately.
So for UT, it was Ricky Campbell.
Alabama has that.
Who's the third
amazing run game?
Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson, and Jamal Charles. Earl Campbell not even listed in the top 3.
See, that's what I'm like 27.
Makes a lot of sense.
They're not creditable.
Number 2 is Wisconsin, who I also
Ron Dane.
Melvin Gordon, Monty Ball, all pretty good.
Damn, Rondé's on there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, fuck, they didn't put his ass on there?
Leonard Fournette, Kevin Falk, and Jacob Hester are number 3 at LSU.
True.
That's wrong. That's
wrong. Totally wrong.
4 is Oklahoma, Adrian Peterson, Samaje Perine, and DeMarco Murray.
All right, I'll take out Perine.
I mean, Samaje Perine is absolute garbage, so I'd probably.
I would take his ass out.
Joe Mixon's
seriously.
better than him.
Yeah.
And Joe Mixon also is a big douchebag. And
Yeah.
then number 6 is Pitt. Pitt has better running backs than UT. James Conner, Deion Lewis, and LaShawn McCoy. That's hilarious. That's a good one. Right
It's 27 sports. Yeah.
That's good.
It's everybody has their picks and their
7.
chooses.
7th. I just want you to remember that. 7th.
Okay. Well, I just want you to remember.
I can look up another list if you want me to. Because I have another list up
If
here.
you want to
and this
keep
one-
going,
and this
Josie,
one
go
doesn't
right
even
ahead.
have UT on the top 10.
I don't
Oh my
mind.
Lord.
How many national championships does Oklahoma State have?
They have a couple that they claimed in the olden days. 1954, baby. Never forget.
Never forget.
They hung that banner. They hung that banner up recently. No one can forget the big title winner in 1954. Dog, what's up?
Heroes get remembered.
Yeah, legends never die.
Never die.
Yeah, shout out to Colt McCoy.
It's all in your heart, kid.
Yeah. Colt McCoy, the legend that will never die at UT football.
He would I would have said this. If he would have stayed in the game, they would have won a national championship that year.
But he's a coward. It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's all right. My man Max Stafford will go out there with a dislocated shoulder and throw a pass, but Colt McCoy can't cut it.
You had to protect that backup NFL arm.
Yeah. And then, man, I'll never forget Colt McCoy just getting destroyed by James Harris.
Oh,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just
every time,
mauled.
like me and my friends, like are arguing about like UT and stuff.
You just
And
turn
they're
that
always
on.
talking about, I always find the
I might
clip.
turn it on right now.
Just be
I
like,
find the clip.
Here.
No, but you need to find the one where it was like
I might
that.
have to look this up.
It was
Might
what
have to.
was that HBO NFL live that they would do it? You got to find that clip because that clip
Man,
you
that's-
actually hear him.
Are you talking about
crying.
Showtime inside the NFL?
If you look
Yeah.
up Colt McCoy, the third one is Colt McCoy hit by James Harris. And
Yeah,
that's
but
hilarious.
see, it's a hard hit when you pull up the game.
He's a little guy.
You
He's not
gotta-
even NFL size.
You got to find the NFL live or the inside the NFL
inside the
one,
NFL.
where they were mic'd up because that one you could hear him crying like when he's laying
What
down.
a terrible person. Oh my god.
Okay, Colt McCoy is not even 6 foot nothing. James Harrison's freaking 6'2", 250 something.
Yeah, I mean it was
I hope the stream lasts through.
And that's
this,
when he was
but
with the
we're gonna-
Browns, right?
Let's listen
We'll
to
go with the
enjoy
Browns.
this. He's it's definitely on screen right now.
Yeah,
So
like you hear him.
I love the TV recording too. So it was just so important.
See,
they recorded the TV.
Aggie and a Cowboy always gang up on a Longhorn every time.
Bam! Just destroyed. Just a dead body on the field. Man, he did not enjoy this. Let's watch that one more time. Let's see it. Let's see it, and then just so late, the latest hit possible, right in his head. Oh man! Shout out to Colt McCoy. I love to see it. Did Colt McCoy have a better career than Vince Young at UT?
Well, he is one of the winningest college quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, behind my man, Kellen Moore.
Mm-hmm. 45 and
So who's a better UT quarterback? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
what?
Colt McCoy or
Or
Vince
Vince Young.
Young?
Overall,
Yeah. Vince Young is disrespected with how long you're taking on this.
well, the reason why is because Colt has more wins on him. I mean, if Vince would have stayed for his senior season, we would have got back to back. But he left because he thought he was going to get drafted by the Texans. That's the only reason why he split. I would give it to Vince by slightly, just because of the national championship that he got to Texas, and just where he came from of being an all recruit, one of the number one quarterback of coming out of high school at the time, and just staying with us. And not also that when he said when they beat Michigan in the Rose Bowl prior to the national championship, and they asked him, John Saunders asked him that the national championship is going to be played here next year. "Are you coming back?" And Vince Young said, "We'll be back." So he literally guaranteed it that year that they're going to come play for the national championship and win. So I give it over to Vince Young. Slightly.
Well, that's disappointing to hear. Somewhere Colt's furious right now.
I'm sorry.
That's his saving grace right there.
I'm
when
sorry.
he dies, he'll just be like, at least I had those 4 years of UT, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Colt has one of the winningest college quarterbacks of all time. One of the most accurate quarterbacks of all time in college football. So
I would love to see the advanced stats on Colt McCoy's pass accuracy down 15 yards or more. I would love to see that.
He can hit the long ball.
Sure. Hey, I'm not going to do the research, but if someone wants to do the research and tell me, like, if he's shooting over 40 to 50% on his throws downfield, I'll be impressed. But if it's all dink and dunk like I suspect it to be, then I'm all right. Like, for example, like I would rather have like a Mason Rudolph type quarterback than Colt McCoy every fucking day of the week.
Well, because when it comes to that, they have burners on the outside.
Yeah, just close your eyes and throw it.
Hey, that's what UT used to have. I remember that. When did that happen?
They always had big receivers.
Yeah.
They always had 6'4", 6'5" receivers. We still have that.
Yeah, they just suck now. Apparently, it's sucky. I wish they were better.
Texas
being
didn't we beat you guys last year?
Yeah, Oklahoma State sucked last year.
Okay,
that was the first time in 4 years they've been bad. How many years did it take to you guys to beat them? 4. That never.
And how many?
Anymore.
What's the overall record between us two? Who has the most wins between us?
Man, this is a Yankees fan argument right now.
I can tell you
27 rings, bro.
I can
27 rings.
I can tell you they didn't beat them in 1954.
Right, they didn't.
No, they didn't beat us. They didn't beat them in 1954.
Natty, that's all that matters, right?
They didn't beat us in 69 or 70.
Banners, man, banners.
And after that, they had one losing season after another.
I can't wait to hang up the 1960s banners. Can't wait.
Y'all won in 1962?
I don't know.
We're still digging up the records.
Yeah, we're
going back.
It doesn't matter. We can just hand out national titles now.
We're gonna go back when we were in all high school. Damn it.
Yeah, like we could just go back and just be like, you know what? 1997. I thought this team was better, and we can just print out like this team wants the national championship, and then at school will just be like, we won it, guys. Don't worry, we're claiming it, and they'll hang the banner for no reason. They'll hang it. Schools that don't need any more motivation to hang a banner that they did not win.
It's like what are those ribbons that used to participation award?
Yeah, participation. It's
gonna be like boxing. Everybody's gonna have the championship belt.
Exactly. I bet you 2 other schools have the 59 title on their stadium.
You'd imagine how it's going to be this year. Who's going to be the national champion if all the conferences are going to just play for their championship?
Well, see, okay, that's why That's why the Big 12 is having that +1 because, well, hey, we played an extra game type of thing. But even if there is a season, is there going to be a season? As of right now, at this point, is there a college football season? There's already Pac-12 players already trying to boycott. One of the players in Miami who was supposed to be the top pass rusher in the draft is coming up here has opted out.
Yep, Purdue wide receiver who's supposed to be really good opted out. I definitely don't think there's going to be a college football season, which really pisses me off because again, this is the year that
it's
Oklahoma
a fan,
State,
but
Oklahoma State's going to win the Big 12 this year if there was one. So, like I said, we return all of our offensive.
The world
starters.
may never know.
You have the second best to one of the best quarterbacks in the Big 12. You know, it's whatever.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah,
Sanders.
Yeah, my son. One of my many sons out there.
I was about to say, how many do you have?
I have
We're talking about Mookie like he was just your baby boy.
He is my baby boy.
And now you have
He's
another
my strange son now. It really hurt. You know, I see him every single day. I cannot avoid Mookie Betts wherever I go. I promise you. I see him once every day, basically.
Have you seen him today?
Yes, I have. For
Where?
sure I have. Watching baseball earlier. Of course, they have highlights everywhere.
I was gonna tag you. Like Sports Center did like a whole, like was it last week? Like whole little Mookie Betts
for Boston type of thing.
No, like for like he just had like a freaking badass game. Like you name it, he did it during that game. I was gonna tag Josie and I was like,
did he got the cycle?
I was like, no, it's too soon.
No, he recently he made like a ridiculous throw to throw someone out at like third base from right field.
Oh,
and then he got a home run too, right?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I went from 6 to midnight. That's the kind of stuff right there. That does it for me.
Yeah, you'd be like, baby, let's go to the bedroom.
Precisely. I was like, you know what, Alexis, let's go. It's time. Mookie Betts has done it for me.
It's time for me to get my mook on.
The same thing with the Red Sox. They actually have like a good game. Like they won 5-0 yesterday.
Mhm.
I was like, all right, guys, we're in a great mood for the rest of the day. And then there's Sunday night when the Red Sox lose after giving up the second home run to Aaron Judge, and the announcers are literally, not figuratively or metaphorically, literally choking on Aaron Judge. just gargling everything, just dicks everywhere. Exactly. And A-Rod changes his pants mid home run, and the day becomes bad.
But it was Aaron Judge's like so many straight like freaking
home runs. He's been hot. He's gonna. Let me tell you right now, he's already won American League MVP. But you can book that right now. There's no way he doesn't win.
Book it. How many home runs does he have right now in the season? 6. No, okay.
I think that was.
You know what's kind of funny?
That was like 5 straight. The one he hit on the Red Sox.
You know what's kind of funny though is how the Astros are kind of playing and how everybody's playing the Astros.
The top 3 batters in the Astros lineup are all combined hitting like sub 200. Altuve's having
poorly right now.
Altuve's having a terrible season so far, and it is absolutely hilarious. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I'm just like, wow, everybody's gunning for them motherfuckers.
Yeah. So National.
What's gonna happen when everybody guns for the Yankees because of their fucking cheating scandal?
The same thing. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love to see it.
See, when it comes to baseball, or should I say, the players, they usually take their stuff into their own hands.
Yeah,
and I kind of like it.
Polices the game. It's good. Shout out to Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly, my man. Like also one of my baby boys.
Hit somebody.
Let me
get a warning.
It's not fun being hit with a baseball at any speed.
Yeah.
No. Gonna leave you a good little.
I kind of thought that whole suspension was
8 games is excessive, and he's appealing it. They're still appealing it. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but it's gonna go down to at least like
say
3 games. I think max 3, probably 2, but it's gonna be a pretty tough look when you cut the suspension by over half.
Yeah,
so I could see a 4 too as well, Justin.
He didn't even hit him.
He didn't. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't even hit him.
He didn't.
It's because it's the Astros.
I just think they were just kind of like trying to teach the league a lesson, like, hey guys,
chill. We
get it.
Get it.
Guys,
we get it.
I have some terrible news. I have some terrible breaking news.
What?
The Astros just gave up the 9-inning
Who
lead.
Who cares?
And they just
already got our rings.
They just lost via walk.
They're just playing because they're just playing.
You hate to see that. You know what? I personally, I don't like seeing the Astros lose. I want to see them be a competitive baseball team. It makes the sport of baseball better. But if they lose after having a 4-3 9th-inning lead, then, that's what happens.
Their
that's
fault.
Baseball. You hate to see it.
Yep. It's just what happens. Sometimes a closer can't close. Somebody gets a few
We call that the Colt McCoy.
Yo, yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right. Call it the Colt McCoy because he's a gunslinger.
No, because he sucks. that is why. Because he cannot close. He should be a gunslinger, though. He should be. He very much should be.
He's still playing.
Yeah, I hope he's playing in the Arena League.
No, he's in the NFL. Still.
What is he doing? What is he doing? Handing out scraps?
He's a backup.
Who's he a backup for?
He went back to Washington.
Yeah, he's still there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, to be a backup for the Washington professional football team, all you need to do is have functional legs.
Well, hey.
and let me tell you, Colt McCoy does not have functional legs all the time. He simply doesn't. If he plays more than 2 games, then it's just not going to happen anymore. He's going to get hurt. I feel bad for Colt. He when he gets out there, he plays well.
He's not your product size quarterback.
He just can't survive. He just can't. No. James Harrison scarred him for life.
He's not Doug Flutie.
He put that fear in him.
He really did. He put the fear of God in him, and he just, you know what? I never want to be hit that hard ever again.
Welcome to the pros.
Hey,
that's what I would say.
The clipboard life is a good life. Shout out to Colt. Get your money, Colt. Get your money.
You still get paid. Fuck. Look at Chase Daniels.
He'll be a coach somewhere.
Yeah,
Chase
he already
Daniels.
is a coach.
Look at
Right
Chase,
the bench.
look at
He's a
Chase
coach
Daniels,
right now.
man. He's
Ride the bench.
carried
study
that
the game.
clipboard all his career. Hey,
He's following the Kellen Moore approach. He's just riding it out, getting his checks, and then when Kellen couldn't get a backup job in Dallas anymore, he just became the coach. There you go. And Colt's gonna be like, you know what? I guess Washington, you don't want me anymore. I guess I'll just be an offensive quality control coach. No problem.
No, I think he'll go back to college. He'll go coach in college first. He'll probably do the Applewhite thing.
Oh my God! Just please, for the love of God, please let him be the offensive coordinator at UT. Please, please. Nothing I'd love more. The confliction that would come between like UT fans, like they lose their sixth game in a row, blah blah blah. They have another bad quarterback, and you're like, damn it, Colt, come on, you got to lead the boys, lead the boys. And then Mac Brown's just over there dominating the ACC now.
Dude. Mac turned that team around within a fucking year, bro.
The best part about it too is that Mac Brown is recruiting top 5 quarterbacks to North Carolina, and Todd Herman can't get a kid to go to UT Austin. A joke.
What are you talking about? We got our quarterbacks.
Sam
we got our
Ehlinger?
recruits.
That's garbage.
That's why we Roscoe Johnson was the top dual threat quarterback when he came in his freshman year. That's not a top 5 recruit.
I want to see it. I need to see it, Roscoe. If you can't beat out Sam Ehlinger and you're a top 5 recruit,
did he drop that?
My man Eli right here, he
Oh.
did not even come close to that. And then he decided to lay in the net for a second here and just ensure the inside the park.
Just make sure, just boom.
Let me
Have a
tell you,
seat.
no good defense by the White Sox.
And he's just jogging, trotting, man. But college football, hopefully, he's coming around the corner. Now, let's go to the NBA real quick. How do you think of the Spurs so far that you've been seeing, Josie? Since you said that they're crap,
They have been absolutely shockingly good. The fact that they've won the many games as they've won already is an astonishment to me, an absolute astonishment.
Well, no, that was the cover. It was
2.5. Yeah, they had to get there's 2.5 wins, so now they just need that third one, and the Jazz are resting for their starters tomorrow, so they should win that game.
I like how they played against the Sixers. Like they came back, and granted they didn't close it out with the win, but
and even their losses have been close. Like, it's not like
blowouts,
like the freaking Pelicans like getting just destroyed.
Yeah, like where does that come from, dude?
Yeah.
Especially with Zion there, like what the fuck? And then granted they were one of the hottest teams.
Did you see that game that the virtual fans left in the third quarter? People are dying to be a virtual fan, and the virtual fans logged out in the third quarter.
I would not behave if I was a virtual fan with the Celtics. I definitely would not behave. I would be doing random shit in the background.
Well, you can sort of get away with it in some type of way. I mean,
Yeah,
let's doesn't freeze up on you while
Who's stopping?
doing something.
What are they gonna do? Kick me out of the Zoom? Oh well.
You are banished from this game.
I mean, yeah, I feel the same way. The Spurs surprisingly better than what,
and they're not like lying down and taking it. Like they're dog fighting and scrapping.
The worst part about all this is that DeMar DeRozan's playing super well.
Oh, he is.
And now,
bye LaMarcus.
Yeah, well, the issue is bye DeRozan, because the Spurs are gonna have to give him like max money. And that's a terrible idea. That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Well, because he's the only way he can get the max money. No matter where he go, anywhere else, he's gonna have to get.
Yeah.
He can't get max, but he can get something.
The Spurs can give him the most amount of money.
Yeah.
But if let's say the Spurs do that, that's a terrible idea. That's the worst idea ever, because he can't shoot threes in this whole offense. And right now he's their 4. He's their power forward. So can we really imagine next season LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan are the center and power forward combo?
Though, well, okay, if that one of them's gone by next year,
Yeah,
DeRozan, LaMarcus, one of them's gonna go.
I hope so.
One of them, it has to happen. Of course,
hoping more of Aldridge going, but who knows what's going on right now that with Tim Duncan
and what he's doing with him and stuff
working
like that.
with him.
Well, let me tell you, Tim Duncan, there's a lot of things. He's not a miracle worker. He's not going to make some LaMarcus Aldridge suddenly a better player.
I mean, if he can teach him to get that range down and shoot that three and spread the floor instead of, because I mean that's where the league is going, where all these bigs now have to shoot threes.
How can he teach him something that he didn't do himself?
But when he did, he would. Tim Duncan was well over 40% when he made his threes.
He shot like 2.
No, Timmy has at least I know more than 2. He's done a lot of 3-pointers when he has to, or when they're shot clock violations or something like that. And
yeah,
he's made them.
Those are just him forcing up shots. I mean,
no, there's some times where he's like literally wide. Like there was
his
best clutch shot that he did in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, that's one of his best moments. He was completely open. Let's just be honest.
But that wasn't drawn that way.
Yeah, I mean, they left him open because they were like, fuck yeah.
3-pointers.
30 deep in his career?
30, yeah.
That's it? 30?
Well, at the time,
game was different.
At the time.
Exactly. So how can he teach LaMarcus Aldridge something he didn't do?
Because Jimmy had a shot. He had range. Tim Duncan was one of those first hybrid big man where he can post you up, take it to the hole, and dribble at the same time.
That's awesome. LaMarcus Aldridge will never be as athletic as Tim Duncan. He doesn't have the feet. He does have the post game.
You can always work on your footwork. You can always work on your footwork.
Footwork is great when you're slow as shit. LaMarcus is just slow. That's the issue. And he can't shoot threes as a high clip. And let me just say, Tim Duncan, I don't want him as a shooting coach. Unfortunately.
Well, we have one of the best shooting coaches in the league, in Chip.
Good.
So I mean, it's there. Look what we did for fucking Kawhi Leonard.
I'd trade LaMarcus Aldridge right now.
That fucker didn't have no shot.
Yeah, good. And now he left, and now he can do that shot somewhere else.
So because he was, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He learned it here. But what I'm saying is that if LaMarcus stays, he has to get a 3-point shot on his game. He has to. You can only do so much going down low and popping or trying to work on your pick and roll game. If he's going to Portland, going back up to Portland. I think he's going back up there. We're trading him up to Portland and getting something for him. Probably another big. And then keeping DeRozan and then working your offense through freaking 3 shooting guards, as in him, White, and Murray.
What is the lowest pick in the draft you would accept for LaMarcus Aldridge? Would you accept like 10th overall pick for LaMarcus Aldridge?
I would.
Yeah, I mean,
Marcus Aldridge is garbage.
He won't go. He's a first rounder no matter what. I'm not gonna take like a second round pick for LaMarcus.
Yeah, of course. So
he's a first rounder.
15? Would you take 15th overall pick? Just right on the border of the lottery.
Yeah, because I'll be in the lottery as well. I'll get 2 first rounders. Why not? One for me and then one from whoever I tell them to pick.
20.
He's still the first round. So
a 20th overall pick you would accept for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Still a first round pick.
Man, this is LaMarcus Aldridge's trademark. It's barren.
He didn't do what he said he was going to do, especially when he was with Tim Duncan. And having Timmy on the other side was supposed to be the whole Twin Towers all over again, and it didn't happen. He didn't deliver like how he delivered in Portland.
He can't do it with help. He couldn't do it with help, and then
he couldn't do it with the Hall of Famer.
I expect him to do it by himself.
And now he wants to supposedly go back up to Portland because how they're doing up there.
Well, I just want to remind you that DeMar DeRozan, free agent after this year, along with Bellinelli, Jake Puddle, a.k.a. Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, he's getting paid somewhere.
Bryn Forbes is also a free agent this year. And then in 2021, big old LaMarcus and Patty Mills, Trey Lyles.
Well, Brent we can say goodbye to Brent. We can say goodbye to Jakob because Jakob's going to get paid somewhere. Somebody's going to offer him big money and he's going to get his contract. Just like we always do for mostly every big that comes through our organization. Having a good year with the Spurs, shows up badass, rebounds, does this, does all that, defensive side of the ball, whatever, and then gets paid. It's happened. It's happened before. Forbes out because of what we got in Kendall Johnson and what we got in Witherspoon. I'm just saying, let him go. You don't need to give him money because he's gonna want big money as well. So, and then just try to work out a deal with DeRozan if you're getting LaMarcus, if Marcus is gone, or you're trading him or whatever, and see if you can get DeRozan on those LeBron deals of 1 year guaranteed and opt out the second year if you want to go somewhere else for big money. I'm just saying. That's how it would probably work for me, or try to make it work.
Yeah,
It'll be tough.
It will.
Yeah, I say that. I mean, if anything, they need to work on keeping DeRozan more than Aldridge.
Yeah, I mean, you can find that big somewhere.
Yeah, especially that can perform as he's
And
performing
you
or
got
better.
him.
Yeah, you can find.
We kind of do got our big in the waiting for when it comes to LaMarcus, and it's our very own. Who's the one up in Dallas? The guy, what's his name? We have the same. He has the same name as the one we have here in San Antonio.
Center. Or what position are we talking here?
He's for Dallas. He's the rookie, the one rookie of the year last year.
Luka?
Yeah, Luka Doncic. We have our own Luka here in San Antonio, and he is pretty much.
Those are the worst. Those are the slander to Luka Doncic. The
Yeah.
most slanderous thing I've ever heard. Comparing Luka Smirsh to Luka Doncic is insulting. Absolutely.
I'm just saying we have our own Luka, and we.
Let me tell you right now, you do not have your own Luka. You have a guy named Luka. That is what you have.
Okay, so I'm saying it now here first on the film room that we have our own Luka here in San Antonio. He's only 19 years old, and trust me, he's gonna be like the exact Luka that they have up in Dallas, guaranteed. I'm saying it right now. Okay. So, Jay, you have anything else you want to throw in?
No.
No.
Because I can't wait till
That's
Aldridge leaves.
That's a great way to end the show.
No.
Lucas Samaj, whatever your name is, Luka Doncic. He's the next one. I can't wait.
We'll see. But this is the film where we do appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're going to be back here next week. We are here live every Thursday here at Pub Sports Radio here at Southtown 101. I'm your host, Texas Drew, along with Jay Steele. We are out. Peace.